You know,
there?
that has been something that I have wrestled with all of this particular school year, actually. I think it's really relative. It's based on your opinion, but I think if, in my opinion, my answer would be that it's better to have a tighter group of close-knit friends. Like in high school, I had a group. There was 8 of us, and we didn't really hang out with a ton of other people, but like us 8, we did a ton of stuff together, and it was like all we needed. It was a great time. And so I think if you have a tight little group of close friends, I think that you're really going to be set, and you're not going to be searching for a bunch of people. And I think that that's all what we're wanting, is to find our group. I think right now, this is going to sound a little more sad than I'm intending, but I think right now I'm looking for and could use a more definitive purpose, kind of something to put myself toward. I think giving myself a project would be good, sort of like this is definitely great, because I think just trying to find something to kind of like commit to and something to work on and to like give my focus on, I think is sort of something that I think would be good for me. So right now I'm kind of just bouncing around between interests. My dream is to be sort of a light version of a jack of all trades. I am in love with stand-up comedy, and I think that I could potentially do that well, but also I would be a fool to disregard this musical gift that I've been given my entire life. And so I think finding a balance between trying to do something in comedy and utilizing my musical skills, but also I'm in school studying sports journalism, so there's also that to play with. So I guess sort of, yeah, I liked what I said at the beginning, sort of a light version of a jack of all trades. Like, I don't need to be like a writer, actor, director, all these things that everybody aspires to be, but I think I have a few interests that I'm pretty passionate about, and if I can find a way to use all of them and work on all of them and also build a life and career out of that, I think that that would be definitely ideal. Actually, no. The stand-up comedy thing and the performing comedy thing started in the summer of 2019, which would be just about 6 months ago from when we're filming this. And so it's pretty new, but it's happening fast. I find myself consistently being silly and telling stories in funny ways, and so I feel like that didn't used to happen maybe a year ago. And so no, it's pretty new, but I mean, I might as well try to run with it. Absolutely music.
Music.
And I worked on it a lot in my childhood. Took lessons, I'm a drummer. Took lessons when I was fairly young. I've always sort of had the talent and had the beat, but I sort of took lessons when I was young, and I was in a few bands in elementary school, and I was in a semi-successful for 14-year-olds in Indiana band until about sophomore year of high school, but then after that it kind of dropped off, and honestly, living in a small town in the middle of Indiana, you don't have a ton of opportunities for musical development and exposure, and so it took me to college, where I have to enter a pool of 22,000 kids, and even then it took about a year and a half to find someone who I could musically collab with, and little did I know, he came from the beginning, 4th grade. Yeah, I think it sounds a little boring, but I think if you find, or at least if I find, sort of a moment in the day where, like, if I've had a long day running around doing stuff, and I can just kind of, like, get home and just chill in my bed and just kind of, like, have, like, my favorite show on, or just kind of, like, assess myself, I think that it's really important to appreciate those moments of being able to just kind of relax and just kind of chill out, especially if you could think it's kind of, like, rewarding after a long day and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm most present and aware when I'm kind of like thankful and appreciating my sort of relaxing time. Plan them out for sure. I wish that I was more spontaneous and more spur of the moment kind of things, because I think that there are some great opportunities to be had in those moments and in that mentality, but I think definitely, and this could change, and I might want to change this someday, but so far in my life I've felt most comfortable when I'm able to plan something out and kind of see which way I want to take it, whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, I would like to change that, so. I think, sort of connecting with previous answers, I think that I would want to create something. I think I wouldn't put it off, because I think it's pretty easy to say, oh, I could be in music, but maybe down the line I'll try to start a band, or oh, maybe down the line I'll do some open mics for stand-up comedy clubs. But I think if you're given a year to live, what the hell, do it now, you know? And if you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, but you're gonna be dead in a year, so you're fine. So I think definitely put my foot on the gas pedal for all the things that I want to do. And a year isn't a ton of time to be successful, but as long as I'm going out doing what I'm happy doing, and I think that that's pretty solid.